Hello students, welcome back once again. This is your English teacher Himanshi ma'am, and now today I'm going to reveal the end of the story for chapter number 2. But before we do anything related to the story, what are the 3 things that you have to always follow? You have to like the video, you have to share the video with as many people as possible, and you have to keep on subscribing to the channels. Yes. Okay, before we continue with the story, let's do a recap of the previous lessons that we have been doing. Till now, we have started with chapter number 2, which is a lesson that lasted a lifetime. We have discussed in the previous videos that this is written by a woman called Florence Cartledge, and this story was originally published in November 2006 in an American magazine called Reader's Digest. Correct. And in the previous videos, I have given you some small, easy, simple home assignments, which I hope you have already done by now, because today we are going to end this chapter. And students, you don't have to worry about question answers. I'm saying again, focus on doing the vocabulary, focus on reading the story from the PDF, learning new words and framing sentences, and writing the summary. That is most important right now. Keep doing your lockdown activity, as I'm saying again and again in every video. Keep doing your lockdown activity, because as soon as we come back to school, as soon as we are going to come back to school, I'm going to collect the lockdown activity from you, and I'm going to check your daily basis home assignments as well, because I know how many number of home assignments I have given from my side. Okay students, let's quickly come back to the story. So the story is about in the time period of World War II in the place England. It is about a small little girl, Florence, who goes to a very strict all-girls schools, and she comes from a middle-class family. So her parents are trying their best to provide her everything which she requires inside the school, but somehow they are not able to manage the money to get her the blue blazer, which is part of her uniform. And because of this problem, because she is not able to get that blue blazer, she is getting punished in the morning assembly on daily basis by her headmistress. She goes through a lot of pain and a lot of embarrassment because of this situation. She feels very humiliated, but she decides that she will not tell about this problem at home to her parents, because she was worried that it will create a problem between the school and her family. Both of them, they might get into an argument, or her parents would feel very embarrassed that they don't have enough money to purchase a blue blazer for the school uniform for their daughter. That's why she decides that she will keep her problems to herself, and she will not declare or disclose them to her family. Okay, this much we have discussed. And yesterday, we were just about to finish the story where I stopped the video lesson. I told you that her family had won a competition through the newspaper, in which the prize was a family portrait, that they were going to get a portrait photograph clicked, and that was a prize which they had got in the newspaper competition. And her mother told her that she had to wear the green dress, the beautiful green dress, to the school, because right after school they would go to the studio and get the photo clicked. From the inside, she was very scared that what would happen when she would go to school in that dress, but she did not once again share her problems with her mother. She goes to school, and as usual, she gets punished in the morning assembly, because this time not just the blue blazer, she was in the entire wrong uniform, because she was wearing a green dress instead of the school uniform. Then now she has come back to the classroom, and it is time for the first period, which is of English literature, and the name of the teacher, Miss McVie. Correct. The name of the teacher is Miss McVie. And what does Miss McVie do? She tells Florence that, beta, you come forward and sit on the first seat in front of me. And that's where we ended yesterday. Now today, students, I'm going to finally tell you what happens. Miss McVie calls Florence in the front bench and tells her that, beta, you come forward and sit in front of me. Now Florence is completely scared. She thought that, oh, just right now in the morning assembly I got punishment. Now maybe this teacher, Miss McVie, is again going to, insult me in front of other students, or make me get punishment for some other reason or something. So many things were going on in her head. She was completely confused and worried and tensed. But as soon as she came on the front bench, you know what Miss McVie did? Her teacher did. Her teacher said to her, Florence, you look absolutely beautiful. You are the most beautiful thing I have seen in this entire school today. Because in this entire school, everybody wears the same uniform on daily basis. You are looking so different that it made me really happy. Yes, students, the teacher actually appreciated Florence, and this was the first time in her experience that someone appreciated Florence, because till now every day she was getting punished in this morning assembly by the headmistress for not wearing her blue blazer, and this was the first time that in the school, in front of so many students, a teacher had appreciated, had given a compliment to Florence. And suddenly Florence felt this sense of confidence in herself. She felt confident about her looks, about her personality and everything. She looked at Miss McVie in complete surprise. She was like, "Are you really saying all these things to me?" Because she could not believe herself. The teacher told her that, "You know, Florence, I feel bad that I only get to spend one period, one lecture in your class because I could look at you the whole day. You look so beautiful and so different from others in this green dress that I could look at you the whole day." And this was an act of kindness. Her teacher understood that Florence was feeling really embarrassed, humiliated and upset because she was getting punished on daily basis in the morning assembly. So her teacher decided to motivate her, to compliment her, to show some kindness towards her. In the end, the writer, which is Florence Cutledge, she tells her that on that day I realized that sometimes a little bit of kindness can make another person's whole day even more brighter. If you are a little kind to someone, if you give a small compliment to someone, it could really boost up their confidence, you know. Like for example, students, during exam times, if you're feeling really under pressure and you feel really scared, it is a tough subject, you are not really familiar with the topic, so you're confused in some kind of question, and suddenly some friend of yours and comes says, "Arey, don't worry, everything will be fine, I know you'll do good." So what do you feel? You feel that sense of confidence that, yeah, I can do it. If my friend is saying, maybe I can, maybe it's in me. And that's what Florence felt that day. On that day, when her teacher, Miss McVie, complimented Florence and brought her to the first bench in front of the entire class, Florence felt really confident and she felt that kindness in her teacher, because of which her entire day became brighter and she became happier. And at the end, that writer tells us that after that day, she never ever felt bad about herself or the way she dressed. She never felt bad after that day, because that day she realized that it doesn't matter what others tell you. You always have to be confident about your own self from the inside. Her teacher made me realize that. Her teacher made her realize that. And her teacher showed her kindness by giving her a compliment and boosting up her confidence, encouragement. That's what her teacher did. So this is where the story ends of Florence Cutledge, who suffered the unimaginable punishments her headmistress gave her in the morning assemblies for not wearing the blue blazer, and on that day when she wore the green dress for the photographic sitting, and her teacher gave her the biggest compliment of her life and made her completely happy and encouraged her, gave her so much confidence. So this is where your story ends. Chapter number 2, a lesson that lasted a lifetime. This is the lesson that lasted a lifetime, because after that day, Florence never ever felt any lack of confidence in herself, about her looks, about her body, about her personality. Okay, students. So now, once again, time for home assignments. Now, students, after today, in the parts of video lessons that we have covered chapter number 2, I have given you short explanations of the story paragraph wise. So today, the story I have finished from my side. So just go through all the previous videos and today's videos again and again, one by one. You know, collect the points of the story in your head and then write the summary in your own words. If you have already started writing the summary, very good, you can continue, but you have to write the summary in your own words about the whole story now. I am attaching once again the home assignment in today's description box. So you have a look, do the assignment, and if you have any question, you leave it in the comment section. Okay, students, and I hope you all enjoyed this story. I am sure you did. If you did, you let me know in the comment section. Okay, and one very important question I have from you. I want to ask you that why do you think this story, this chapter is given the title, A Lesson That Lasted a Lifetime? Think about it and let me know. Okay students, bye bye. Take care. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.